Hello everyone, we're back. This should be episode 3. um, I noticed in episode, well probably 1 and 2, but I noticed in episode 2 that the game volume was quite loud and I was quite quiet. So I'm going to try a little bit louder, or I'm going to try to talk a little bit louder. And I've turned the game volume down, so hopefully that helps a little bit. I've just finished up work. I said I would maybe play a little half an hour here or there, see how we go. I came into my office where I work, and where I play on my gaming PC, and little Astrid was sitting in my chair. I'd finished up work, I'd gone and made some lunch, and I came back, and Astrid was sitting on my jacket. And I thought to myself, is this a sign that I shouldn't sit down and maybe go fix my shower that's been broken for a while? Or is this a sign that she wants me to play as a little black cat? So here we are, playing as a little black cat. And that reminds me, these people with their phones. That's not cool, man. I'm gonna fuck your phone up now. I was gonna say, I've just remembered that we need to get a phone off someone. And this guy hissed at me, so he's getting it. Now, one thing though is I can't remember who I have to bring it to. Oh, the beetle. That's right, that's right, that's right. Come on then. I wish I could look behind me right now. I'm just mugging this guy off. Oh, Shiva's gonna have an issue with me. Sorry, kitty. Try to get away from this guy. I mean, that's what you get, you know? So yeah, make our way back over to the beetle. I might just go back this way and see, surely this guy isn't still chasing me. One thing I will say, like, what were we saying? This maybe, if you ignore the cameras, this is what maybe an iPhone, I don't know iPhones, an iPhone 10, an iPhone 11, worth a lot of money is the point, and the guy was just kind of angrily power walking towards me to get it back. If anyone took my phone, cat or not, I'd be flat out running. But yeah. Let's I forget what the cat's name is called, but I'm gonna call it Calcifer because that's what my boy looks like. And we'll get this phone back to Calcifer's assistant. Thank God I had the sense to open this hole. Maybe this was my only way out, but I just realized there's quite a long way to get back there. If I hadn't opened that hole. Something I was thinking about earlier during work is I remember I drew this little heart, and I was wondering if this game kind of progresses through time, would the concrete ever set? And if it did set, would my footprints be forevermore in the concrete? But I can see it's reset actually, so that's a shame. Now, can I talk to this person? Do I have to drop it first? Maybe, yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Press C for photo mode. Cool. That's great. Tilt. Okay, how do I go up and down? Free cam. Surely there's a way to go up and down, eh? Doesn't really matter. Take photo. There we go. Smashing. Let's come out of there and let's see what we have to do. 20 photos. Score every goal. Okay. Okay, we can do that one quite easily. Petted 10 times, that can get done. Nice. All the dogs. How many? 3. Okay, that's not too bad. See, these are achievements. Yeah, that's. I was thinking. I was like, these aren't really quests. Okay. Find the chameleon. He was in the Portaloo last time, eh? So, oh yeah, this is it. So the metal friend with the arms spread wide. Yeah. Okay, so we need to figure that one out. Straight away, I kind of realized, you know, construction site or whatever for the first one, but I'm imagining this is like a robot or something. So yeah, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, get back home, fair enough. And 25 shinies, which we can do. Okay, so let's go find the crow. Funnily enough, I said in the last episode I don't believe in coincidences, but I was listening to Blind Boy's podcast just as I finished work. I threw him on for half an hour, and the topic of cats came up. Someone had texted in or tweeted at him, sorry, that did he prefer dogs or cats? And he gave a great response. I won't go into it, but he starts talking about how cats became, you know, friend to humans, and how dogs became friends to humans over time. And I just thought it was funny. I was like, I was talking about that yesterday in my own video, and here he is talking about it in his podcast. And what I've done, I've only just started listening to Blind Boy actually, so I've gone all the way back to 2017, started on episode 1, and I've been working my way up because I listened to Frankie Boyle as well. So Frankie Boyle is a Scottish comedian, and he's a podcast. I think it only just started up in January of this year, 2024. And it's great. I love it. I listen to it when I drive to work, but I keep running out of episodes. So I said, look, I need something big and bulky, and I just I've heard about Blind Boy for a while now. My partner and I, we were on holiday in Scotland, and we were at a bar, and the person at the bar mentioned Blind Boy's podcast because my partner and I, we live in Limerick in Ireland, and Blind Boy's also from Limerick. So when this person at the bar asked us, oh, you know, the usual, where are you guys from, you know, what are you guys up to on holiday, stuff like that, we said we were from Limerick, and she goes, oh, I know Limerick because of Blind Boy, because of the podcast. So I started listening to him, and I think he's fantastic. I think it's very different to some of the podcasts I've listened to in the past, and yeah, I just love it, and I'd highly recommend it. But I'll stop talking, we'll talk to the crow, and I'll keep the game moving, because I'm conscious that I've just been rotating my mouse for the past 2 minutes. There. That's great. I actually have to eat it. That's great. Climb. See, I knew it. I feel so much better. Let's climb some ivy. Did I not say this in... Oh, it might have been episode 2, I think. That I keep falling for the vines. I keep going into a little corner, and I'm like, yeah, here we go. I can definitely climb this. Because you know it's a video game. Look, that's a climbing point, and then I can't. But yeah, I never considered that I just hadn't unlocked it yet. So I love this hat, but I also love the little ears. So we're gonna take it off for now. I just had a thought as well. I really want to be able to do something with these cans, and what I'm hoping is I can recycle them or something, and then that gives me shinies. You know, like it crushes the cans or something, or even just like a return bottle scheme, which is something we have in Ireland. It's recently been introduced. Bit of controversy around it. I don't know if I don't really care about it, to be honest. I don't have an opinion on it. It is annoying having tons of bottles and cans because, you know, we don't live... Hold on, let's get... Okay. Right, so it's stamina. It's like Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, a lot of opinions on the bottle/can return scheme in Ireland here. So you pay 15 cent extra for a drink here, on the basis that you return the can or the bottle, you get your 15 cent back. Outrageous to some, I guess. But what I will say is, we have big bags filled in the boot of my car with cans and bottles and stuff, which is a little annoying, but I mean, you know, you can just deal with it and get over it, you know, it's not a big deal. While we were talking to the crow, I remembered we smashed the jam jars, and I can't remember if we talked to the mayor. So let's see what he has to say. Okay, cool. Okay, that's great. I don't know if that'll actually come in use to us, but yeah, let's keep going. So I need to feed this dog. We'll keep our eyes peeled for a bone. But I did see a place that I wanted to climb, which I think is on the far side of this gate. Probably where the crow told us to start. But yeah, I like just running around. Believe it or not, you can probably tell from this riveting gameplay that I have going. But it's a very nice game where you can just kind of run around and there's no mad intensity. And it is very, you know, curiosity killed the cat. It is very much just exploring and having a look and keeping your eyes peeled, which I appreciate. Oh, here we go. There we go, robot statue. I will. We gotta find the chameleon. I can see why the ducklings have left. Ah, that's very sad. I'm trying desperately not to breathe into my mic. I normally mute my mic for this kind of stuff so I can just take a breath, but this duck is taking too long. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a map. Great. So this is okay, I was just trying to see how much we could zoom in there. This is the tanuki. I googled what a tanuki looks like in bed last night, and yeah, they're very cute. They're quite different to raccoons. I was expecting something a lot more in line with like a North American raccoon, just a different color. But even their build and stuff is quite different. So yeah, I think they're called raccoon dogs as well, um, which I believe there's a local kind of petting zoo around where we live, and I think possibly they might have a tanuki, um, or something very similar. Anyway, so yeah, all right, that's handy. I didn't realize to get our next fish as well. That's great. I'm assuming this is. I wonder, is this home for the duckies or our house that we need to climb? And then let's. That's big enough, in fairness, isn't it? So 3 fish, 4 ducks. Yeah, we'll get that sorted over time. Thank God. I would prefer not to talk to this guy for a while. Oh my God! Please don't give me another long cutscene. Wow. Test subject. Someone has to be the first, you know? Oh my God, please release me. Great, thank God. Is this dog gonna have it at me? Yeah. Oh, that's a dangerous game. A fellow potato. Oh my god, please. I'm sorry guys, I might actually just cut some of this out. It doesn't seem integral to the story, and I'm conscious that a lot of this episode has just been text. The tennis balls are gone. Okay, another test. And I can see a nest up there in the background. I wonder if that's an old nest we need to knock down. Okay, are we free? Oh my goodness. Let's... At the risk... At the risk... Oh, don't tell me I can't pick them up. I have to deliver them to him like this? Surely not. There's a hammer as well. Oh, there's loads of tools. My goodness. I feel like we have been here before. Yes, we have. I remember coming through here. And up through that board over there. So much to do. Which I do appreciate. This guy, I was going to say digging to China. I wonder, is he neutered? Ah, expert. Very good. Okay, so maybe we just need to talk to him first to get... before we can pick the balls up. Oh, Tanuki's a girl. Well... yeah. This is something I get when people visit my house, funnily enough. You know, how can you tell the cats apart? I'm like, they look so different. It's funny. You know, I see the differences straight away, but I suppose it's because I live with them. But it reminds me of my primary school. There was two girls in the class above me, in the year above me, were twins. And I remember someone asked our teacher, like, how can you tell them apart? And it's like, our teacher made it sound like she was magic, you know. She's like, oh, like, I know their secret, like, I can tell them apart because I know a secret or something like that. You know, she made it pure mystical. But, like, it's blatantly obvious. But, I don't know, we were, what, maybe 10, 11? But yeah, the twins, because of that, the twins always had a kind of mystical vibe about them. It's like there was some secret that our teacher knew that we didn't. I wonder, are we going to be able to fix this water actually, eventually? Maybe not. And let's see if we can climb this as well. Now, okay, fair enough. There is one thing, it recommends I play with a controller. I was going to give out about the funky camera angles, but I am kind of going against what they suggest. So, you know, that's fair enough. Like, I don't have a controller specifically for the PC. Maybe that's something I can get, or try hook up a PlayStation 4 controller or a PS5 controller maybe, but I'm not too bothered either. I think seems to work. I wonder, I'm so discombobulated. I imagine this is the first trash can that we came into and then bumped into the dog down here or something. I wonder, are these lines kind of... No, they're surely just streets, eh? I was going to say maybe the lines, you know, represent a perimeter, but no, I don't think that's the case. So we can't go that way, we can't go this way. I would love to get that, but I don't think I have enough energy yet. Ah, yes. I was gonna say we need to go through the window again, but we don't. Just try here. Sorry, kitty. The road to nowhere? Or I just don't have enough energy to get over, maybe. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we can do. I'm kind of running around here aimlessly. Okay, so we've the chameleon. Oh yes, with the robot. So we need to get back to the duck. Tanuki invited me through the portal. That honestly was a bit of an inconvenience. Because now I'm lost. And I know I can use the map, but I need to learn my way around as well. So this is where the crow was. Dog on my left, yeah. Oh, there's more shinies over there. Did I miss this area before? Or maybe I just didn't see the shinies? Yeah, I must have just missed this. We're not going to be able to get up there. I've done that soccer net. Here we are back here at the construction site. So yeah, I'm trying to think of some stories to tell you guys. I can't really tell you about work too much because a lot of it is under NDA and it's secret and you know, stuff like that. Maybe one day this will be my full-time job, just staying home and playing video games. The dream. No, that's, I say that, but I do enjoy my work. I'm a research and development engineer. I may have already mentioned this. An R&D engineer, and I work with biomedical devices. So minimally invasive devices. I'm not too familiar with the actual surgical world, I guess, but I think it's fair to say there's a desire across different diseases, different conditions, to have minimally invasive solutions. Okay, so I need to get a feather, right? Not at the moment. Okay, so it's in my interest to catch the birds as we go. Oh, my little unicorn! I forgot about that. Yeah, there's seems to be a kind of holistic or widespread request or desire to have minimally invasive devices. And what that means is traditionally surgeons would have to open up a person if they had a serious condition or life-threatening condition. You know, they might have to go into their skull, they might need to go into their abdominal cavity, into their chest. and that's really troublesome and traumatic for the patient. And when I say traumatic, I don't mean necessarily psychologically. It's very, very hard on the body to go through a serious surgery like that for any procedure. So over time, in the last kind of half century, 60 years, the music's quite loud, so I'll just pause here before I keep talking. Yeah. Hopefully the audio is better this episode. But yeah, we'll find out when the episode's done, I guess. In the last kind of half century, we have moved from open surgery and quite traumatic procedures to basically just going through a tiny little hole, a very, very small incision, and working from the inside. Any luck? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, sorry. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you, I just want to put the ducky down. Because as I was saying, I don't know if I finished my point. As I was saying, it's quite traumatic for the patient. Going through a major surgery where you... Aha. Very good. We'll come back to that. It puts a lot of strain on your body, and there's quite a long recovery time. So if you go through a major surgery where you've had an operation on your chest, you might be in hospital for 6 to 8 weeks, maybe even longer. You might never leave if the procedure goes poorly, unfortunately for some people. And that's not good for the patient. You know, they've gone through something horrible. They want to be with their families. They want to be pain-free. They want to be home and comfortable. Oh, a bone. We're gonna do the bone and then we'll do the robot. But also the hospitals. You know, I think in Ireland, certainly, and in many countries, hospitals are under huge demand, where there's not enough beds and there's not enough staff to facilitate everyone who needs help. So the faster we can get people in, treat them, and get them out, the better. And that is, in essence, hello little ducky, you're so cute. That is, in essence, what I'm tasked with doing. Not the surgery. I don't go into the theatre and treat human beings, but I develop or help develop the tools which the surgeon will use to treat that patient. I kind of lost my train of thought because this is a Supra, and that's class. I love that they've included this. Look at that. That's very cool. I appreciate that a lot, you know. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, as I said, I can't really get into the details. Over the years since I graduated from college, I've worked on a number of different diseases, all with this idea of minimally invasive. It invades the body as little as possible, if you think of it that way, in the literal sense of the words. And yeah, I enjoy it. I love the challenge. I love the idea that we're helping people. You know, ultimately, in a way, we're helping a large corporation. Some very rich people get richer. Yeah, that's certainly part of it. And in some countries, you know, medicine is a privilege. Health is a privilege. It's not a right. It's not a given. If you are from an impoverished area, if you don't have, you know, if you come from a poorer background or class, even if you've come from an upper class and just had a tough life, you can no longer afford to look after yourself or have someone look after you. And that is, I mean, I said I wouldn't get political. That's pretty sad, and the fact that people over time have monetize that is, you know, has pros and cons. The pros are, you know, there's incentive there because it's monetized. People want to make money. They come up with new ideas, new ways of making money. That's great. It furthers, you know, medical developments. Um, but at the same time, some people they don't have access to it because they come from a poorer country or a country that can't afford to provide that health care. Um, so I'll just pause here to talk to this little ducky. What is it, Street Fighter? What do you reckon? Yeah, I reckon a Street Fighter, eh? Ah, look at that. Excellent. Very good. Oh, my goodness. I think might have something to do with that bucket of water over there. He's actually got the little red headband on. That's great. So, at a glance, that's a fire hazard. It's not even plugged in, is it? I'm trying to trace the cables back with my eyes. It's an extension cord plugged into an extension cord. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Put that back down. My cousin, talking about let's not get distracted. I will get distracted. My cousin had this, an at-home version where it was like a plastic mat that you plugged into the PlayStation 2, and she was absolutely phenomenal at it. I remember going to arcades and seeing it and stuff, but my cousin had an at-home one. Yeah, it was class. Yeah, I can see what I need to do here. That's what I was gonna say. I would love to just pull the cable out with my little paws rather than potentially burn down this building. But anyway. Oh, there may be more to this. Maybe I just have to pull the bucket out of the way. I apologize if this is very loud. It seems very loud to me. Okay, I spoke too soon. Oh look, little GameCube. That's cool. My brother, I remember my brother a couple of years ago. He wanted to open up an arcade. In it's not so much the area we grew up in. My parents bought a house just before COVID, before lockdown. They bought a house in a new town, and that's where my brother finished his school life, and said he'd love to open an arcade. I think it'd be class. Like, you know, as consoles became a thing, I think, you know, the idea of an arcade died. I'm just gonna come outside, because that music might be quite loud for you. I think the arcade died with the development and coming of consoles, which is sad, you know. I would love to have seen arcades kind of adapt and rise to the console challenge, and I'm sure there's some out there, but certainly not where I live. You know, a kind of internet cafe kind of thing where you might be able to rent out you might be able to rent out a room with multiple computers, and have a LAN party, you know. Like I think it'd be a great idea for a stag do, or a hen do, but you know, I'm just speaking from my own perspective. You could have a great stag do where, you know, you and a bunch of guys, you all used to play video games together, maybe a bit of Counter-Strike, you know, a bit of Call of Duty, whatever. You could all, rather than every single one of you buying a console and playing once, you could go to this kind of internet cafe, arcade shop, and, you know, set up a LAN party and play some games for a couple hours. Rent the studio out for an hour, 2 hours, like a bowling alley. You know, you pay for your lane, you have a couple of games of bowling, you go home. Same kind of idea. I'd love to see that happen. If my brother ever wanted to set something like that up, geez, I'd love to be a part of it. I think it would be so cool. And I think it would be great for young people to do something. You know, a lot of people see video games as a bad thing. They kind of, there's a stigma associated with video games that, you know, you tend to lock yourself away. You become solitary and, you know, more introverted, and you know, you become lazy and stuff like this, and stuff that I think nowadays has kind of been disproven. A lot of studies have been done on video games and their benefits. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you set up a modern arcade, an arcade renaissance, you could get young people socializing, get them into a central location after school on a Friday, get them in playing games. They could, you could serve food. You know, you could make a little tradition out of it. Every Friday we go to, you know, we go to Joe's arcade, and have a couple rounds of Counter-Strike, or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. I'd love to see an arcade in my area, for me, but for young people too. Hopefully you can't hear that. I'm sitting here, Mooney's on my chair, she's sitting on the back of my chair with me, and she started to pluck the chair. So hopefully you guys can't hear that. But I'm going to give this one last go. There seems to be a lot of yellow ties on the pipes. I don't know if they're kind of sutures where you can pull them and the water comes out, or what. But I was kind of hoping this would be relatively simple, and I just kind of pull this bucket out of the way. But yeah, I'm not... No smoking. Okay. Is there a fire system maybe? If I bring a cigarette in here, it will set off the fire system, turn off the game. Come on, kitty. You did it before. There we go. Okay. Shinies there too. I'm not gonna finish the video and go Google it and, you know, pretend like I came up with it by myself. But I am conscious that this video is getting a little bit long, so what I might do is take a pause, pretend that time has passed, stop the recording, and then continue into episode 4. And we'll try figure out how to get that little ducky home. Alright, chat to you soon.